Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to another week. Welcome to another Friday of weekly options here. Um, how are you guys doing today? Welcome. I am a little bit late. I had to postpone for a couple of minutes the live stream, so I hope you guys can forgive me for this. But I'm glad to see you today. So, if you have been following, and also by the title of this video, you know that crypto is pumping. We are back to, uh, everyone thinks that we are back into the bear market, the bull market now. So, how come? How am I preparing for this? And how was last week? So, I have to be, hello, Erman, welcome. I'm gonna be very frank. This was a hefty week for us. We lost, at least I did, lost a lot of money. Not as much as I would have if I wasn't protecting myself, which I did, thankfully. So I hedged my position a couple of days ago, mainly because IV was so low that I bet on an IV spike, and that position is making me some money, and it will be making me some money because it expires just next month. So I have a whole month to uh, recoup this loss that we had this week. So what ended up happening is that a very low IV scenario became a medium to high IV scenario. And when this happens, it inflates the pricing of options. I already spoke about this last week. And what ended up happening is that with this, there was also another thing that went against us, which means Ethereum started, also Bitcoin, they started to rally so much. We started to see Ethereum climbing numbers that we haven't seen and at speeds that we haven't seen in a long time. So let me actually show this to you right here. So we saw Ethereum going from low 1600s, mid 1600s, all the way to 1920. So it went 15% in just 5 days, maybe 15% in just 5 days, which is very, very good thing for you if you hold Ethereum. But for us, because we had sold the 1850, so we sold the 1850 last week, last Saturday, because we were waiting on a green candle to sell a better position, get a better premium. We got wrecked. Of course, if you see on even on Synquo's Discord channel, for example, other people like Crypto Ricardo, which is also a very good trader. He also sells options. He got like 2K losses this week only from selling options. Again, because of this huge movement in volatility and in pricing of the underlying asset of, in his case, I think it was Bitcoin. So you can see Ethereum right now is at 1913, still climbing. I still think this week it will be very bullish for Ethereum and for Bitcoin, crypto in general. So how did I prepare? Last week I can actually show this right here in quote. We can go to the portfolio tab. You can see that now my net worth is 1423. It was 1900s last week. So you can see how we got wrecked again since April. We have been going back to all-time highs since April. We were almost at all-time highs, and then we got wrecked again at 1423. So you can see right now I have one hedge, one of the two hedges, because I also have another one in another account. This one is for July 28th. So we have a whole month, a little bit more than a month for this option, and it is already 100% in the profit, and I think it will go to 200 or 300. It will give me some money back for my total net worth. And also the other position is 300% in the green, which will also be hedging against this loss that we had right here from this week. Then I was using that one just to try the other portfolio, just to try and play a little bit with longer options, which ended up being the my saving, what the blessing for me, because these two accounts, these two positions will most likely at least get half of the money that I lost back um, on my net worth. So I'm excited to see how it goes for this. This one, most likely, since it is a 1700 now, with this huge movement on Ethereum, I don't think we will see a 1700 back again, because now we have one, two, three weak, one very strong support, and two weak resistances, or supports actually, for Ethereum to break if it wants to go down again, which I don't think it will happen. So I think this week we will see Ethereum at 2K by end of the week. Not right now, but maybe by next Thursday or next Friday, we will see Ethereum at 2K. I think it will rally so much. And because of that, this week, what is the strategy? We're not going to trade anything, mainly because I already have the options that I would like to have if I wasn't selling anything. So long story short, what I am doing is just holding these calls that I bought. So these are not sold positions. I paid very little for both of them. I think this one I paid $23, and the other one I paid 40 something dollars. And these are long position, long calls. So there's no collateral involved. You can see my health right here is at 10. And because of that, it is very capital efficient for me. I don't have to lose anything more than the premium, more than the premium that I paid for those. Excuse me. If you also want, and if you're also bullish on what is going to happen, or if you're also very bearish on what's going to happen to Ethereum and Bitcoin, what you can do right now is prepare, because again, we have 1 month out expirations, and you can see that this one that I bought right now, you can sell it at 232, and I bought it at 116, so I already doubled the premium from this, the price from this. But for example, maybe you think Ethereum will go down. Ethereum will not hold the 1900, or Ethereum will not hold the 2K. It's going to go back down. Then you can prepare yourself by buying. I would advise for you to buy an in the money option, mainly because those have a little bit more of intrinsic value, and so you will profit more if it is right. But if you have less capital and you think it's going to be a drastic fall, then you can go for out of the money. If you just want to make some more sustainable, is the word I'm looking for? Not sustainable, but it is not safe either. If you want to hold an option that has a little bit more of intrinsic value, meaning that it won't lose too much if it goes a little bit at the money or a little bit out of the money, then you should go for these one. These right here, they hold more value, and they don't only have time as extrinsic value to inflate their premiums. Now, if you want to go full degen, if you want to actually gamble, and you think Ethereum, let's say, will go to 1600 in a week or 1600 in a very short period of time, then you go very out of the money, because you see, for example, this one right here is $5.80. But let's say, for example, Ethereum goes from 1900 back to 1700. Then this right here, from $5.80, it might go to $20 if it moves this fast. So you just 400% your position. Of course, this 400% will not happen with a in the money option, because the value is not going to be 400% more. It's just going to be maybe 30%, 40% more than what you paid for, which is still, depending on the size that you're playing with, 40% is something good. So what I did, both of these positions I bought in the money, and now they are way more in the money. They're very deep in the money, which gave me a huge profit, mainly because the IV was low when I bought. So I have IV adding value, and I also have the more intrinsic value being added to the price itself of these options. So right now, um, I don't think it is doable for you to buy a call, for example, the 1700 that I paid 116. I don't think it is worth it, mainly because it is already priced in with volatility, which is a little bit higher. So I think it is too late for you if you want to copy my position, especially the 1700. But it might not be too late if you believe Ethereum is going to go down now. So it is up to you to find what you believe in this week. As you can see right here, we have just a bunch of positives, positive news right here. Synquote added this cool feature right here on the side where you can see these news, and it gives you a little bit of a positive or negative or neutral indicator. I like this. This is very interesting. So you can also read these out to understand a little bit more on what is going on with crypto. Why is it pumping? Which I don't like, to be honest. It is very manipulative for me that Ethereum broke all supports, like all resistances, without testing them. Like it just went through like these huge 4-hour candles right here, back to back to back, outside of Bollinger, with huge overbought RSI. It broke even Fibonacci levels, so I don't like it. I don't like seeing these because it goes against all that you spend your time learning as technical analysis, charts, all these things that you spend time looking into. They just break mainly because of not market manipulation, but FUD and fear of missing out. You know, FOMO. There's a lot of FUD and another FOMO. So retailers and a little bit people who are not whales but have a little bit more cash, they pretty much destroy whatever technical analysis you can do just by pumping and dumping on Ethereum, which is the second largest cryptocurrency here. So you can see not really good, because you do all these analysis and then these candles just ignore completely what you were analyzing, what were your supports, what were your resistances. So this sucks a little bit for people who are more into technical analysis, and they come to crypto and they find there's nothing here. People don't use their brains. So let me see if I had something else to show. This is going to be a very fast live stream, mainly because I already have my options open here. 1 second, let me see. I have notification here on this. Another thing that I'm going to be doing by the end of the year, I'm going to be switching back and forth between crypto options and stock options. I reopened my my Interactive Brokers account. I decided to go that way mainly because I got a little bit frustrated with crypto bros not respecting technical analysis. This is one. And second, because I think now the stock market is getting better again for people with smaller accounts. So, and another thing is because mainly every YouTuber or every content creator that you see that talks about options, most of these are Americans. Most of these are going to give you the Robinhoods, they're going to give you the Weebos, all these other protocols, these other brokerages that us non-Americans, we cannot use. So it is kind of pointless for you to watch someone that is using Robinhood when you yourself cannot use Robinhood to replicate what he's doing, what he's teaching, whatever it is. So Interactive Brokers is international. Everyone can have an Interactive Brokers account, from my understanding, or most citizens around the world can have an Interactive Brokers account. It is a little bit more complicated than, for example, Robinhood. The simplicity of how Robinhood is what makes it fantastic. But also you need to have a social security number. So you need to be an American citizen for you to open an account with Robinhood or Webull, whatever it is. So we're going to be doing these sort of tradings, these back and forth. share the notification here, but I don't. Um, so actually see if they have anything to show you guys here. If you have any questions, just drop them down in the comments. Herman says that's great. I'd love to watch an IB tutorial. Well, as I mentioned before, when we were talking, Herman, I'm still having to learn again. But I see that now they have a little bit of a university where you can take a little course on how to use the protocol itself, the brokerages. So I'm gonna be doing that little course that they offer to understand a little bit what they have to, because everything changed since the last time that I used interactive brokers. So it's going to be, excuse me, interesting to understand and to get back into that whole TradFi deal again. Of course, crypto has its benefits, but also TradFi has way more benefits as well. It is just a little bit more bureaucratic, and I don't really like that. So we'll have to see how that goes. You look at these options right here, the portfolio, everything looks good. I think we've covered everything. Another thing that I wanted to mention, there it is, on it, is I found a way for you to see IV, because many people were telling me that Ember data, even if they log in, they cannot see some IV charts or gamma charts. For IV, what I found is I found an IV chart on TradingView for free. You can just type EVIV right here, as you see in the top, EVIV, and you will see the Ethereum volume implied volatility index. And for Bitcoin, you can just type BVIV. So BVIV, and you'll see Bitcoin's implied volatility. And it is working really good for me. They do follow the ones that I showed on the block and the ones that I showed on Ember data. So it is reliable. So I've been using these to check how IV is looking, and you can see for Bitcoin and Ethereum this week they've been rallying a lot. So for Ethereum, for example, it rallied from lower 40s, or actually higher 40s, all the way to higher 50s. So 14% increase in IV in just a couple of days. So 1 day and 8 hours. You can see how much IV is changing, and it looks like it is a positive gain. So it looks like it is climbing constantly here. Same thing for Bitcoin. You can see Bitcoin spiked way more than Ethereum. Bitcoin, a couple of days, went up 28%, so almost 30% implied volatility. That is huge for options, especially. And still, again, it looks bullish. It looks like it is trending upwards, just like Ethereum. So you have to keep an eye on these, especially if you want to sell options, which right now I think don't do it, because we're not still very high IV and we're not still very low IV. So it could go either way and get you wrecked. So unless you go for under 1% options this week, I wouldn't sell any options if it was. So take care if you want to open any positions, either way, up or down. It doesn't really matter, mainly because IV is not super high, which is good for you to sell, because once it gets super high, it's going to correct and go back down, and this is going to IV crush your option, meaning that if you sold, it's going to dry up your premium, which is good for you. You get in and you get out of the money way faster, safer, way faster, but it's not too low where it can where it means that it's not going to go lower anymore. So take care when you trade, when you sell options this week, when you write options this week, because we are in a midway IV right now, which is not good for any sites right now. So unless you already opened a position, both on the long or the short side, my personal advice is don't open anything this week. So I think this was it. Hello, Jan. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. I don't think I have anything more to talk about. I covered everything, the new IV. I'm actually set right here. EVIV index and VIV index. These are the indexes I just sent on the YouTube chat. These are the indexes for IV on TradingView for Ethereum and Bitcoin. So this will conclude this week. I'll keep you guys updated on Discord as I usually do, on how my positions are doing, on the how the calls are doing, how the implied volatility on those are doing, what is the P&L that I currently have. As I showed, one has a 100% right now, the other one has, I think, 3 or 400%. So I'm hoping I can get some of the money back again, as I mentioned in the beginning. I believe so, mainly because of this huge rally. At least something I'm going to be able to profit from these two options. So let's see. I might be opening another one for the next strike. We'll see how it goes. Opening another one for not July 28th, but maybe August 8th or August 4th, actually, if SyncWorld starts to offering these other expiration dates. So I hope this was an insightful, very short but insightful live stream. If you did, you can drop a like here. YouTube enjoys those likes, so it will help me out a lot if you drop your like. Also, I'll see you guys in the next video. I think I already have you better background because I just got the delivery for the shelves. So that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and have a good weekend. See you.